Right, so I want to do just a little thing because we're coming up to the end of the first season, and I've been doing a lot of content talking about the characters and everything, but I want to do like a proper review of the actual season itself, like what I think was really good that it brought, what I think was, you know, not as good that it brought. What are the rewards for this? 5,000 points. I'm very close to just getting this. I change my race to Beast. Yeah. So I think one of the best things. I'm gonna do this kind of like I'm gonna talk about the good stuff first, and then I'll talk about the stuff that I necessarily, don't like and don't want to change, or either I want to change, because I think that the stuff that I want to change is a bit more poignant. Yeah, regulated multiplayer is just Mike. It's just Mike. And Mike is good and bad. So I'll stick to talking about him. I'll stick to talking about him later. But I think that's just dumb. Yeah, obviously the first thing I've got to talk about is the actual theme for Season 1, Monsters Inc. Excellent. Great choice to be the first, batch of... not new characters, because Season 1 started at the launch of the game. So, but it's the best, thing to theme around. Because, Monsters Inc. is insanely popular. A lot of people really like that movie. It's my favourite Pixar movie. That's just, yeah. I mean, can you give me something? I mean, that kind of helps. But I think all of the characters that were bought feel unique and feel different. Obviously, with Mike being slightly overpowered.
This will not happen again.
But yeah, I feel like the actual theme of the season was really smart. You still get points for... I'm probably just going to change to Mike.
I am on it.
also the actual like season layout, like the whole like bringing out new chapters each week, the way that the actual seasons are, the season tour is laid out, and the way that like having a character at the end that you're actually grinding for. I prefer that character that everyone was grinding for. Like the chase character for this season was the best character for this season. Like like for this season it was Randall, and Randall's just kind of been a bit... Randall is way too hit and miss. Like, the chase characters should be, like, the best characters in the game, and I don't feel like Randall is. So where the bloody hell was my doors? But I do like the idea of having that chase character. Also, they're not usable. You get to the end of the season, you have like a 1-star. I like the limited events. I don't... I like the Figment limited event, where you're like forced to use a specific character and everyone's at a level playing field. I don't like the... I don't like the leaderboard events where everyone's just picking Mike. It's just boring that way. Like, give us a reason to engage with more of the game's roster. You put a lot of effort into animations and stuff. Like, the game visually, like animation-wise, looks stunning. But I don't feel like there's any incentive to really, outside of, I'm going to go into the season tour to show stuff off here. Like, go into season 1. Instead of, like, outside of these missions where it asks you for, like, a Mickey and Friends character, or speedsters, brawlers, etc., asks you for Goofy here, specifically. Asks you for Donald Duck here, specifically. Monsters Inc. Mickey Mouse here, specifically. Then season 3, it starts asking you for, like, Hercules, Monsters Inc. Mulan. Instead of, like... Outside of here, it's not like giving you any incentive to build your roster. Like here, Speedster, Brawler, Trickster, Defender. It's not giving it, but outside of those. And it's only like one Brawler, one Trickster, one Defender. Outside of that, it's not giving you much incentive to build your roster. like for specific characters with specific types of uniques. Just doesn't give. It doesn't feel like there's much incentive to really grind out everyone. And that's kind of a good and bad thing. Like I like the layout, and I like that there's incentive to grind at least one of each type of character. Like there's incentive to grind out like one of every one character from each collection. And then with that, you'll probably have one of every. I don't like that there's no reverse as well. There's no. I'm not even there. Damn it. Yeah, these last one standing ones are hard. But yeah, the big thing with stuff like this is I like the layout. I just would like more things to specifically ask for specific types of. I don't know what I'm necessarily after or looking for. But yeah. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what I'm after. This is a big problem, though. Okay, maybe not this type. Oh, yeah, because this is just looking for brawlers. So these are good. The ones that look for specific specific types of character. These are good, and these incentivize building your characters up. Also, every brawler character is either rare or epic.
Don't be disappointed.
And all of them are bad. All of them are none of them are great. None of them give you what you want from a character, and that is speed. I know the brawler class is by design not meant to be about speed, but I would like, maybe if Buzz ends up being a brawler, I would like a quick, fast brawler character. Like, I know I've sung the praises of Beast, and I'm the only person that sings the praises of Beast. But I understand that he's... I only like Beast because I've been given a lot of Beast shards. Like, I realise I'm in a very unique position where I chose Beast as my starting character. One of the biggest problems for me is Mike. Because he's clearly not balanced, and even the nerf for him didn't nerf what needed to be nerfed, which was the actual broken stuff in his kit, like stuff that was being exploited, and I guess is technically still being exploited. Sub 2 minutes, sub 2 minutes. Just over 2 minutes, but that should up my percentage somewhat. Should at least put me in the top 50%. Top 40%. I mean, I'm kind of happy with that. I mean, I'll live with it. But yeah, the thing with Mike is he is actively broken. Like, his doors are so easy to exploit, and there's like glitches that haven't been fixed with him. And also this whole thing, it's across the whole game, but like common characters are the really good ones. Like, Mickey is amazing. Mike is the best character in the game, bar none. Celia's great. I mean, Shang is bad, but he's like the only one. Elizabeth Swan is great as well. It's only really... It's only really Shang that's like the bad common character. I want every character to be good and be useful, but it's like the characters that you're building up for more seem to be the characters that are worse. Like, I mean, Sully might as well be common. He's like the first character I got to 4-star. He might as well be a common character. His drop rate from the season boxes is really high for an epic character. He should be common. He might as well just be common. You're going to be getting his shards enough for him to basically be common. I could jump over that, but I like the challenge. Yeah, Randall as well. Randall's like a really... Like, Celia and Mike seem to be really good, but they're also really easy to get. Like, Celia was given to you quite early on in the... Early on in one of the, quite early on in the tour, in one of the limited events. A limited event that was quite easy to do as well. Oh my god. But yeah, the two characters that are meant to be the hardest to get are the two that aren't amazing. I've been fucked over. That's true of every character though. Baloo, another epic. Another one of the arguably worst characters in the game.
I didn't know it would be so difficult.
I think I'm gonna turn down game volume a teeny weeny bit. I'm treating this video more of a stream of consciousness more than actually like scripted out like thinking. But yeah, I think Sully is the weakest character in this entire season, and I don't think it's even arguable. He's the worst character in the game at this point. I don't know if anyone's going to be worse than him. I think it's going to be difficult to be worse than him, because hopefully Gameloft will have learned their lesson to not release a character that doesn't have any way of accruing speed boost, or any way of accruing more speed through his ult. But yeah, he's really bad, like borderline unusable. And I think the biggest issue, and the thing that I want to change the most, is just the price of the shop. It's way too expensive. Like, this stuff is all cosmetic. It's like 1,000... Like 5,000 multiplayer tokens for one skin, when the boxes are 3,000 each. I don't like that. I don't like that this is 3,000. I don't think this is worth it at all. This is most certainly not worth it. This is definitely not worth it. Definitely not worth it. I understand that Gameloft has probably decided to make this game ultra grindy for the reason of, like, it increases longevity in the game. If people are logging in every day and getting really small incremental boosts to their characters by logging in every day and doing stuff every day, but like, and that increases putting in daily stuff. It does increase like player retention, for the short term, if the game continues the way that it is going, with like really small incremental drops of like character shards, upgrade materials, in-game currency. I know when the game goes free to play, probably a lot of this stuff will get a lot cheaper. Hopefully a lot of this stuff will get a lot cheaper, and as more seasons, more game modes come out, there'll be more things where you can get more tokens. Because either drop rates need to be increased, the price of stuff needs to be decreased, or the amount of in-game tokens that you're getting should be increased. Because at the moment, because the more in-game currency you're getting, the cheaper everything seems. Because if everything costs the same, but the amount of in-game currency you're getting increases, then everything looks cheaper because you're getting more in-game currency. You think about it if you think about it in the way of like having a job. For example, you get a promotion when you next go for like your weekly shop or whatever. The shopping will cost the same, but because you'll be making more money, it will look artificially cheaper. It will look cheaper just because you've got more money left off afterwards. I know that's a really bad analogy to make. But yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. If nothing else changes, but something happens regarding the shop, like either in-game currency becomes more common. If there's a new game mode that gives you these season tokens, or these like Speedstorm tokens. If like drops become like higher, if you're getting like 100,000, like season credits, I will say you get a lot. Whenever you're getting season credits, you're getting like 30k season credits. That's amazing. More of that, please. And I would like that to be replicated with the other two things, like multiplayer credits. I don't care about. They're all just for cosmetic stuff. But the Speedstorm credits, those are for getting like quick 2 stars. And getting a 2-star character means you get access to their unique. That means they're now usable. So I would really like to get 2-star. I would really like to get more credits, if anything. It's like the only thing that really needs improving, like drastically improving, is the shop. And that's like a big component to free-to-play games, especially games that are this grindy. I feel like the grind for getting stars on characters, especially if you want to keep player interest long-term, and if you're going to start dropping 5 characters per season, like 7 characters per season, I think you need to start bringing more upgrade materials out. Upgrade materials need to become more plentiful. Like the limited events, the daily ones, like these limited events. Oh, these are seasonal events. These limited events, like for the Trickster one, these numbers need to be at least tripled. Because at the moment, it's hard to get levels into even one character, even into one Trickster. If you're focus farming like one character per IP, it's a really slow burn. But then if you're then gonna be told you've got to upgrade characters for Toy Story, Monsters Inc., Mickey and Friends, Hercules, all of them, you're gonna be run dry in like a matter of hours. It takes a really long time to get. I'm getting at that point now where it's taking a really long time to even get a level, and leveling up in games like this should be really quick, and it's not. And that's the main thing that is kind of drawing me away from the game a little bit. I'm not like done with the game entirely, because like Season 2, we need to see improvements to the shop. If anything, improve the shop, but don't bring out a character that is as busted as Mike. Like you can bring out you need to fix Mike, fix the actual bugs with Mike, balance him with every other character in the game, bring out a character that is as good as Mike, that works, and then, we'll see where things go from there. Anyways, that is the good, the bad, and the ugly with Disney Speedstorm Season 1. Outside of everything that I've complained about, I do still think this game is really good. I still think it's worth a pickup. I still think there's a lot to like, and there's a lot to appreciate. It's a neat little kart racer. Just know going in that it is a time sink. Know going in that this isn't Mario Kart. This isn't Crash Team Racing. This is very much like a grind fest. It is set up kind of like a mobile game. In that way, it is kind of gacha-esque. It's kind of like Genshin Impact in that way. It's like very gear orientated. It's very like level orientated. It's like star levels and everything. So if that kind of thing is a turn off for you, then maybe. But I love that kind of thing. It's just the grind is very slow at the moment. I would like that aspect of the game to speed up so that I'm more invested in playing, and I want more stuff to play when the season tour chapters are done. Like the starter circuit, there needs to be another one of these. Like I'm sorry, but I think you need at least a chapter for every character. You need a chapter for every character, I think. And I think you need something after this to like have a thing that you can do all of the time, like an actual like campaign. That's outside, that's separate of the season tour. The season tour is kind of working like the campaign, but I would like a thing like this that we can do anytime. It's something that we can do anytime. But yeah, that's kind of it. I've been recording for 40 minutes. Jesus Christ. I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Let me know what you want to change or what you've been really enjoying about Disney Speedstorm. And let me know in the comments, what Toy Story character are you most looking forward to? And if you've seen those sneak peeks on Mickey and on Steamboat Mickey and Steamboat Pete, let me know as well which of those two characters you're more looking forward to. As for me, I think Steamboat Pete looks incredible. I think he looks insane. He may not have the stats to go with how bonkers his unique actually looks, but as far as like how visually stunning he looks, I'm gonna have to say I give that sneak peek, that's a 10. Like that unique visually, it's a 10. It's a 10. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this one. Peace.